All right, everyone, listen up. This is the real deal. This is about taking control. This is about stopping the excuses. This is about looking at yourself, being honest, and making a decision. Are you living a great life? Are you achieving great things? Are you reaching your full potential? Or do you need to be made great again? Think about it. Look, the concept is simple. Make America great again. And we did it. We showed the world what's possible. We brought back pride. We brought back strength. We brought back winning. But before you can make anything great, anything outside of yourself, you have to look within. You have to make yourself great again. You have to restore that winning spirit, that drive, that belief in yourself. It starts with you. Always believe me. They talk about me. They always talk. The fake news media, totally dishonest, the worst people. The political establishment, corrupt, low energy. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want me to succeed. They don't want anyone who challenges them to succeed. They want to keep you down. They want to keep you small. They want to prevent greatness. They want to prevent you from being great again. That's their goal. And you can't let them win. You simply cannot. You have to fight back. You have to ignore the noise. You have to prove them wrong. You have to push harder than you ever thought possible. Because the power to make yourself great again is inside you. It was always there. Maybe it's been sleeping. Maybe it's been discouraged, but it's there. And you have to unleash it. You have to hustle hard. Hustle like you've never hustled before. Hustle so hard that you make your own destiny. You make your own success. You make yourself great again. And you have to start today, not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you feel like it. Today. People see the success. They see the tremendous buildings, the beautiful golf courses, the luxury hotels, the best locations, the best properties, the incredible brand, maybe the greatest brand in the history of the world. They see the winning, the constant winning, but they don't always understand the journey. They don't see the tough times, the very tough times, the times when things were not great, when things desperately needed to be made great again. And I'm talking about big things, tremendous things. I know what it means for things to need to be made great again. I lived it in a very big way. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, it was a period of time that was incredibly challenging. The economy took a nosedive, a serious crash, very painful for many people. And for businesses, especially businesses that built big and had significant debt. I had built tremendously. You know how I build? The best, the biggest, the most luxurious. But with that came leverage. Smart leverage, used when times were good, but it was billions of dollars. Billions. At the absolute worst point, the total debt associated with my companies and guaranteed by me was estimated at around $9 billion. $9 billion. Just saying that number, it's massive. It was almost an unimaginable amount of money. More debt than almost any individual on the planet had ever dealt with. And when the market crashed, the value of all those great assets, the buildings, the casinos, everything, it dropped severely. It's like falling down a mountain. But the debt didn't drop. The debt stayed right there, huge, overwhelming. And suddenly the situation was critical, very, very critical. And the banks, they panicked. They had lent the money, big money, and they saw the values collapse. They wanted their money back. They didn't care how. They saw an opportunity to seize assets, to take control. They were aggressive. They were ruthless. They used every tactic, lawyers calling nonstop. Demands, threats, meetings where they looked at you like you were finished, like you were just a problem they needed to get rid of. They showed no respect, zero. They were dealing with someone who owed them billions, someone the media was burying every day, and they thought they had the power to just take everything and leave you with nothing. They wanted to make sure there was no comeback, no making great again. They wanted to end it. And the media, the fake news, they were worse than the banks in a way. They were celebrating my potential destruction, writing endless stories about my downfall, Trump is finished, bankrupt, his career is over. They put me on magazine covers saying I was done. It's finished. They actively rooted against me. They wanted to damage the Trump name, the brand, the reputation I had built over years of hard work and successful projects. They wanted the name to mean failure forever. They wanted to prevent any possibility of me or the brand ever being great again. They are nasty people, very nasty. It was tremendous pressure, unbelievable pressure. Financial pressure, legal pressure from the banks, and the constant brutal public attacks from the media and jealous competitors. It was designed to break a person. It's to make you give up, to make you say, okay, I'm done. It's too much. It was designed to make you accept that your time was over, that you could never return to the level of success and greatness you once had. Most people faced with that kind of insurmountable debt, that kind of aggressive attack from all sides, that level of public humiliation, they would have folded. They would have quit, accepted defeat, filed for complete bankruptcy, disappeared from the public eye, lived a quiet life defined by that moment of crisis. They would have accepted never being great again, and nobody would have blamed them. It would have been the easy way out. But that's not what happened, not even for a moment, because something inside me refused to surrender. A voice, a feeling, a core of strength that said, no, absolutely not. You are not going to let them break you. You are not going to let them win. You are not going to accept being finished. You are not going to accept being less than great. You are going to fight. You are going to fight like hell. You are going to prove them all wrong. And you are going to make it great again. That was the moment, the critical decision. It wasn't just about surviving the crisis. It was about coming back stronger. It was about restoring everything that was great and making it even better. It was a choice to reject the idea of being permanently diminished. It was a commitment to make great again, not just the business, but myself, my reputation, my standing. You have to find that inner strength, that refusal to surrender. When you are at your lowest point, when things seem impossible, when everyone is telling you to give up, that's when you have to decide. Are you going to accept failure, or are you going to fight for greatness? You have to make that choice. And then you have to stick to it, relentlessly. You have to silence the noise, the constant negativity. It's the critics, the doubters, the haters. They will always be there. Especially when you're trying to do something big. They are the enemy of your personal greatness. They feed on your doubts. You have to ignore them, tune them out, build a wall around your focus, and listen to the voice inside you that knows you can do it, that knows you can be great, that knows you can make yourself great again. You cannot be a quitter. You cannot be afraid of tough times. Tough times are when you prove yourself. They are when you earn the right to be great. Every time you get knocked down, you get back up. Every single time. You learn from the mistakes, you adjust, you get tougher. That's the process of making yourself great again. It's not easy, it's a fight, but it's a fight you can win. Excuses? Forget excuses. Excuses are the chains that keep you from being great. They are the reasons you tell yourself and others why you aren't succeeding. Oh, it's not the right time. Oh, I don't have enough experience. Oh, someone else is better, stop it. Those are the sounds of someone who is not serious about being great. Winners don't make excuses. They find solutions. They find opportunities. They make things happen. To make yourself great again, you have to eliminate the excuses completely. So the strategic action to make yourself great again started with the fight for survival, but quickly became a fight for restoration and dominance. Dealing with the banks wasn't just about debt. It was about control. It was about negotiating from a position of strength, even when everyone thought I was weak. I understood their motivations. They wanted their money back. I showed them that the best way to do that was to let me continue to run the assets, to make deals, to build value. It involved intense back and forth legal maneuvers, but at the heart of it was a test of wills. My will to survive and make it great again was stronger than their immediate desire to liquidate. By negotiating hard, by refusing to just hand everything over, I was reasserting control. I was laying the groundwork for the comeback. I was making the first steps towards making myself great again. Look at Trump Tower. That building stands today as a symbol of making great again. I completed it, made it the most luxurious, most talked about building on Fifth Avenue, right when people thought I was down and out. It was a statement. A powerful, visible statement that I was back. That the brand was back, that greatness could be restored. It was undeniable success. People saw it, they wanted to be part of it. They wanted to live there, work there, shop there. It commanded attention, it commanded respect. It proved that you can be knocked down and you can come back and you can build something even better, something truly great. It was a physical embodiment of making great again. Then came The Apprentice. This show was a tremendous vehicle for making the Trump brand great again and putting that image of success and decisiveness into millions of homes. It was a huge hit, a total phenomenon. People love seeing the business world, the competition, and yes, that famous line, "You're fired." It showed decisiveness, it showed leadership, it showed strength. The Apprentice took the brand and made it bigger, more popular, more relevant than ever before. It associated the name Trump with success, with making tough decisions, with winning. It was about presenting a winning image and connecting with people. It was a massive step in the process of making great again, reaching a huge audience and reinforcing the idea of Trump as a winner. The Trump brand itself is a powerful example of making great again and keeping it great. It's built on a foundation of quality, luxury, and success. It survived the tough times because that foundation was solid. And then it was elevated, made even greater through strategic moves like The Apprentice and the global reach of the presidency. Your own personal brand, your reputation works the same way. You have to build it through consistent effort, through achieving results, through standing for something valuable. You have to protect it from negativity and from those who would try to diminish it. And if it's been damaged, you have to work relentlessly to make it great again. And then the ultimate act of making great again, the 2016 presidential campaign. The slogan itself told you what it was about, make America great again. But for me, it was also about applying those same principles of fighting back, overcoming odds, and winning to a new arena. It was my personal journey of making myself great again by leading a movement to make America great again. They all said it was impossible. The political establishment, the media, the professional politicians, they had zero respect for the idea and zero respect for me as a candidate. They were arrogant, they were dismissive. They were against it with everything they had. But I used the same playbook, be bold. Speak directly, connect with the people, show strength. Never back down, hold massive rallies, tremendous energy, a direct line to the forgotten men and women who wanted to see the country made great again. Use social media effectively to bypass the fake news who were actively campaigning against me. The opposition was intense, brutal attacks, lies, billions of dollars spent to stop the movement and to stop me. They showed no respect for the movement and no respect for the voters who wanted change. They tried to destroy me politically and personally. They did everything they could to prevent the country and me from being great again. But I fought back harder, I was tougher. I out-hustled them, I out-strategized them. I connected with the people on a level they couldn't understand. I showed that I was a fighter who would not quit, just like the people I was fighting for. And we won the presidency. A tremendous, unbelievable victory. Against all the odds, against the entire establishment, against the fake news media. It was the ultimate proof that making great again is possible through fight, through hustle, and through never, ever quitting. It was my personal act of making myself great again by achieving the biggest goal of all and helping a nation strive for greatness again. Now I'm looking at you right now. Are you great? Truly great? Or are you settling? Are you coasting? Are you making excuses for why you're not where you want to be? Are you letting fear or laziness dictate your life? If you are, then you are in a place where you need to make yourself great again. It's true. What needs to be restored? What needs to be built up? What needs to be fought for in your life? Identify it. Don't ignore it. Don't make excuses for it. Face it. And decide that you are going to make it great again. Are you afraid of making a change? Afraid of the work involved? Afraid of what people will say? Stop being afraid. Fear is the enemy of greatness. It's the thing that keeps you stuck. To make yourself great again, you have to act despite the fear. You have to push through it. Courage is like a muscle. You have to exercise it. Are you lazy? Are you not putting in the effort required to be great? Are you hoping things will just magically get better? They won't. Greatness is earned through hard work. It's through hustle, through discipline. You have to work when you don't feel like working. You have to push when you want to quit. That's the price of making yourself great again. Are you paying that price? Be honest. Are you listening to the negative voices? The people who tell you you can't do it? The ones who remind you of your failures? They are trying to keep you down. They don't want you to be great. You have to ignore them. Tune them out. Focus on your vision. Believe in yourself, even if nobody else does. Especially if nobody else does. It's time for a very serious wake-up call. Your future greatness depends on what you do today, not tomorrow, not next week. What action are you taking right now to make yourself great again? Are you planning, or are you doing? Are you learning, or are you just watching? Are you working, or are you just wishing? You have to decide definitively today that you are going to fight for your own greatness. You are going to reject the idea of settling. You are going to put in the work. You are going to overcome the obstacles. You are going to prove the doubters wrong. You are going to make yourself great again. And then you have to take action. Immediate, consistent, relentless action. Start that project, make that call. Just learn that skill, go to the gym, build that business. Push yourself harder at work. Whatever it is, start today. Never quit, no matter how many setbacks. No matter how many people are against you, no matter how hard it feels, you keep going. You keep fighting, you keep working. You keep believing. That's the secret to making yourself great again. Perseverance, relentless drive. Build your skills, build your expertise, build your business. Nobody builds like you, believe me. Build your name, build your character, build your brand like a winner. Make it strong. Make it powerful. Make it great. Put your name on it. Put your heart in it. Let the world know you're serious. Let it scream success, excellence, strength, results. Take the risks others are too scared to take. Be bold. Be fearless. Don't be afraid to stand out. I never was. Be different. Be smart. Be sharp. Greatness doesn't follow the crowd. Greatness leads. That's how you win. That's how you dominate. Learn to be tough, really tough. Handle the pressure like a pro. Learn to negotiate tough, fair, smart. Just learn to close deals, win big, win often. And when you win, you keep winning because you've got the edge. You've got the mindset. Don't settle. Averages for the weak. You weren't made to be average, you were made to be number one. Dominate your field, own it, be the best. Just be respected. Be feared. That's what true greatness looks like. That's the mindset of a champion. And trust me, the world respects winners. You have the power within you to make yourself great again, to restore your drive, to rebuild your success, to achieve your full potential, to live a life of winning and pride. The power is there. The decision is yours. The time is now. Stop making excuses. Stop being afraid. Stop being lazy. Stop being less than great. Decide to be great. Decide to make yourself great again. And start today. Go out there, fight for your potential. Fight for your dreams. Fight for your future. Take control of your life. Make the decision to be great and go win. Make yourself great again and go win. Big league for yourself, for your family, for your future. Go win, believe me. You can make yourself great again, and you can win. You have it in you. Now go out there and prove it to yourself and to the world. Go be great again.